Hey there. Today I'll tell you about a really cool feature of Python, and that is the truthy and falsy values of objects in Python. Now Python has two Boolean values which are true and false, and you should know them. But the thing is, Python can also take a look at any other object, any other value, and interpret it as a Boolean value. For example, and we can do this with the built-in bool. So if I do something like bool of 3, I get true, and if I do something like bool of 0, I get false. And because of this, we say that 3 is truthy, and we say that 0 is falsy, because they're not really neither true nor false. They can just be interpreted as the value true or the value false. And this might seem weird, and it might be new to you, but this allows you to write some very idiomatic Python code, because we use this a lot in Python. Now let me just tell you quickly what are the common falsy values, because pretty much almost everything is truthy. So let me write that. Almost everything is truthy. So the common falsy values are none is falsy, 0 is falsy, both the integer and the float version. Well, false is obviously falsy, so let's not write that. The empty list is falsy, the empty string is falsy, the empty dictionary is falsy. So I think you start to see the pattern here. Empty containers tend to be falsy, so the empty set is falsy. And like I said, almost everything else is truthy. So for example, a string that's not empty is truthy. An integer that's not 0 is truthy. A float that is not 0 is truthy. Sorry, not float 0.5, I meant bool 0.5. Let's say a list full of false values is truthy, because it's not empty, right? So as soon as you get used to the truthy and falsy value of these objects, you can write things like, say, you do something like name equals input, type your name, and then let me type something, and then you could say if name colon 1 2 3 4 print a name, else hey there. Now, will this print something? Will this print hey Rodrigo, or will it print hey there? Well, it will print hey Rodrigo, because we're checking if name, and name is the string Rodrigo, which is not empty, so it's truthy, so we enter this first branch. So if I run this, we get hey Rodrigo. Now, suppose we do the same name assignments. So that's going to be that, and suppose I press enter without typing anything, and if I try to run the same if, now if I run this if, name is the empty string, because I didn't type anything, so this thing here, this if name, will evaluate to false, and I will enter the else, and I will see a hey there. So we use the truthy and falsy values of objects a lot in Python. I hope this explained what these things are, and below you will find a link to an article I wrote about this to show you some common use cases of this feature. Cheers!